Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, somehow I've only got 2 nights left in India. This has been a jarringly short trip. I could use another 10 fucking days of just eating and chilling and reading and scrolling. Just scrolling. So yeah, we're actually just getting some family shit out of the way before I leave. Spent most of the day today in traffic. Fucking hell. I thought Bangalore had got slightly better, and it has, but it's still a nightmare on that road. There's definitely less bottlenecks now, but you can get stuck in the one spot. I mean, not moving at all for like 25 minutes to half an hour. And that can happen multiple times in one trip. It starts doing your head in pretty fucking quickly. And yeah, the fucking driver. My father-in-law has a driver. Well, the family has a driver. And he's a good kid, a young kid, 23 or something. The other day, he quit without notice and just didn't turn up, and the family were in a fucking panic because it's very hard to find good drivers, especially relatively cheap ones. So what do they pay him? They pay him the equivalent of, what is it, $500 a month? No, $400 a month. That's how much you pay a driver, and he's here just about every day. He's meant to have Sundays off, but hasn't been having Sundays off because one of the uncles passed away, so he's been working extra, and they generally pay him extra. Anyway, he quit the other day, and he's like, I'm not coming back. They're like, what happened? He's like, I'm working too much. I'm not getting paid enough. I'm not coming back. And my wife's parents are like, you never said a single thing. Like, you never said anything to us. You never told us you were going to work too hard. You never said you wanted more money. Like, we can negotiate all these things. Also, on top of the $400 a month, I'm not saying that's good, but that's Indian wages for you. He's getting paid about 20,000 rupees a month, and a intern straight out of engineering college, 23, 24 years old, in a big company is earning about 28,000 rupees. So a bit over $500 a month. So the wages are a little bit fucking short, but most people live with their parents. They get fed in their house. So a lot of this shit gets covered by folks, but still it's fuck all. And also with the driver, they pay for all his food and accommodation, but he decided not to live here, so he lives somewhere else. Anyway, so he didn't turn up and said, nah, can't do it anymore. And so the whole family's in a panic. They're trying to call him. He's refusing. He's like, nah, I can't do it. I'm just working way too much. I need a holiday. I'm done. And then many rounds of negotiations later, he came back. I said, you've got to organize times because you fucking are working him too hard. It's crazy. And so they got him back, and I was speaking to them earlier, and I'm like, oh, so what are the new conditions? And they're like, he's going to work from 8 till 8, Monday to Saturday, and then Sunday off. And if we need him on Sunday, we're going to pay him extra. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. You don't need him on Sunday. You figure out what you need to do yourself on Sunday. Because this kid, like, you've just seen it. He bottles shit up. He doesn't ask for anything, and he doesn't complain. So if you ask him to work on Sunday, he'll say yes. And then within a month, he'll be quitting again. So on Sundays, just leave him the fuck alone, all right? Just leave him alone. And then they're like, well, there's usually a lot of functions on Sunday. I'm like, that's not his fucking problem. You find a way yourself, get an Uber, do whatever the fuck you want. Just leave him alone on Sundays. And then they're trying to say, I'm like, well, if you want to keep this guy, you're going to have to leave him alone. You're going to have to give him some life. And then they said one of the conditions he asked for was 8 to 8. And then they were like, it's better 9 to 9. I'm like, who's it better for? Is it better for him or is it better for you? Because if he works till 9, by the time he gets home, it's like 9:45 and he's still got no life. So within like a month, he's still going to be angry and he's still not going to be happy and he's going to leave. You want to keep this guy. He's great. So you're going to have to like just change things up a little bit. And then on top of that, my sister-in-law, who has how old is he now? 9 months old or something like that? Has a 9-month-old son. Her nanny, she has a nanny that cruises around. She had a family member pass away, so she went back she went back to Chennai. That's where they all live. That's where my sister-in-law lives. And she said she'd be back in 5 days. And now she just said, I won't be back for another month. And my sister-in-law, who's an emergency doctor, is going back to work for the first time in 18 months in like 2 weeks. And she needs someone because her husband's also a doctor and he's working at the moment. And there's no one else. So they need a nanny. And now they haven't got a nanny. And so there's panic there. There's a lot of panic trying to find fucking help. And this is like common in India. This is not just like the uber wealthy who get help. I was speaking to Ashwin, the comedian, who I know for a fact is almost dead broke. It was some long weekend holiday last week. And he's like, my cook isn't turning up for the next 3 days. I'm like, how the fuck do you have a cook? Like, it doesn't make sense. But what happens is these cooks have like 10 or 15 houses they go to and they just smash out like feeds every couple of days or whatever. And I don't know. That's how it is. That's how slave labor works. Oh, God. Indians are the most delusional. Like, the amount of help they get, like just your normal Indian family has a cook, a cleaner, a driver. Not everyone has a driver, actually, but definitely a cook, cleaner, and if you've got a kid, definitely a nanny. So life is pretty fucking chill. And then they move to Australia and they're like, this is much fucking harder. And they come back to India for a holiday and they're like, why the fuck did we leave again? And that is a very good question. Why? Anyway, fucking 2 more days to go. That'll do it for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.